Oh, hello and welcome to the daily RE0 HD Remaster news. So yes, Capcom announced this, which is HD Remaster of RE0, and it is not a big surprise because this already kinda slightly leaked in a picture of I think a PSN theme many months ago, where they showed the logo for the game in the theme. But yeah, like now it's officially confirmed. It's being worked on. It's coming early 2016 for PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. Same platforms as the previous Resident Evil HD remaster.
So excited.
And they haven't said much so far. They just revealed some of the team working on it, which is some of the original team members working on the original RE0. I don't know if it's the same team who made the previous remaster. But yeah, they have released this one screenshot. Like that is all which is known. Like those details, release date, the screenshot, and yeah, it looks very like HD-ified.
Yes.
And I have also prepared a comparison.
Oh.
So this is the screenshot they release of the thing, and here is a screenshot I took from the emulator.
Oh my god.
That's a difference.
That's a difference.
Now then, I should clarify. Like this is from the emulator. It is possible the emulator does not fully correctly emulate the game, so maybe it's supposed to look different. Like I could have set up my GameCube, but I'm way too lazy. So yeah, this is how it looks like an emulator, and this is how the new version looks. So there's there's a difference.
I don't remember the game looking that bad when I played it on the GameCube though, so.
So one thing I am definitely noticing is that the background looks completely different. So I am really hoping that in this case they were actually able to fully re-render all the backgrounds, because they couldn't do that with the remaster, and I would be super happy if they actually do it in this case. Like in this case, the background looks drastically better than this. Like it does not look like an upscaled version of this. This just looks like this background just looks new. This is either like really well touched up or it's a re-render, and that I am happy about.
Didn't they tease Remaster with like a really well done touch up of the entrance to the mansion that wasn't actually
yeah, but that was just a really old promotional render they made for the game back in 2002. That was not a new picture.
Oh,
so
okay.
That is just something they had lying around. So that was just like a small sneak peek at what Remaster could have been if they were able to re-render all the backgrounds, which they weren't able to do.
Yeah.
I do think that Rebecca looks a little bit weird here compared to RE1 and the original RE0 release. I don't know. Is that just me?
She looks a little different.
Yeah, she looks. That's different.
Yeah. Is the angle different though? Like her head slightly, like she's looking down?
I think her eyes are like slightly lower. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks a bit weird. I think I need to see more pictures to really judge, but that looks a bit weird. So yeah, anyway, like this picture is taken in emulator at high resolution. Like this is higher resolution than the GameCube can play at. So the original release would play at this resolution, which looks kinda kinda pixelated. And so I'm recording this at 1080p. So if I do this, this is like the actual pixels the GameCube version rendered at compared to 1080p, which is kinda tiny.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
that is crazy.
So this new release would look like this, which is slightly better than this.
Slightly, yeah.
Now then, if we were to go even further back in time, at one point RE0 looked like this. This is the Nintendo 64 version of RE0, which never got finished. Like the game was originally supposed to be for the Nintendo 64. And there's a whole lot of assets out for that.
I didn't know about that.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think it was announced like 2000. They were working on it for Nintendo 64, then they scrapped it and made it for GameCube instead.
Wow.
And there are only assets out of the train section for the Nintendo 64 version. Maybe they didn't finish any other version of the game when working on this. That's kind of neat to see. Like this looks more like the PS1 RE games.
Yeah.
And also looks quite a bit worse than this.
Just a little bit.
Well, that's definitely promising.
Yeah, I'll be super happy if they if they'll be able to do all the backgrounds like this. If you look at Resident Evil HD Remaster, it's kind of interesting how they did it, because they used a weird mix of like techniques. For the most part, they just upscaled the old backgrounds and just like threw on some filters and maybe manually touched up some of the backgrounds. But they also, for some rooms, they just re-rendered the entire thing in 3D, which is crazy. Like there's 2 rooms in Remaster which is fully 3D, and then like there's some parts I think they might have actually re-rendered using assets or something. I don't know. It's kind of all over the place, but I'll be happy that it's just if you can just do like this, just make every background look like this, because this looks great. Rebecca looks slightly weird though, but that's probably just this screenshot.
I wonder if they're gonna go with the similar like control scheme options in widescreen or 4:3.
Well, we can already see here they're doing the same widescreen thing as in the previous remaster, because this is the original 4:3 aspect ratio, and like this is the same screen, just cropped. So they're still using that same trick, it looks like. But yeah, I would assume a lot of the options would just be the same, that they have the new non-tank controls, but they also allow you to use tank controls. I would assume those options are still the same, and I'd be surprised if they change that.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they're the same.
If you play the game on GameCube, the game had an interesting setup where the left stick and the left D-pad would control player 1, and you could actually use the right stick or the C stick, whatever it's called, to actually control the other player, which would be Billy in this case. So one thing I kind of hope they'll do, I hope they take that and just take it to the next step and make it so that if you plug in another controller, that controller will just fully control the second player, to have some kind of really basic local co-op in there. I think that would be really cool if they do that. So that's something I hope they do. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any further thoughts about this.
I think Skyzotto would have more than me, because I haven't actually gotten past the end of the train part before.
I don't know. Like I'm really not expecting anything, but yeah, I hope they have the 4:3 option.
Yeah, I never played this game as much as the remake back in the day, but I still had fun with it, and I'll definitely play through it several times with this HD remaster, and I'll very quickly once again try to remove the door animations.
That would motivate me to play this version. Like it's nice that they're definitely, if they're redoing all the backgrounds like this and they're gonna be this high quality, I'd be more motivated to play. And especially if they like do something with co-op. Like I'm not expecting that, but that would be really, really nice if they did. That would definitely convince me to try to play again.
Yeah, I am expecting Capcom to put more effort into this game, simply because they didn't expect Remaster to sell as well as it did. So I'm just assuming this now has a bigger budget. So I think overall they did do a pretty good job with the Remaster, and like for instance they added new costumes. I would expect they do the same thing here, like at least add one new costume to Rebecca and Billy. I'm not sure which costumes they would add, but anything would be nice.
Maybe the N64 costumes.
With the same polygon count. Oh god.
Yes, like RI6.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The pixel event characters.
I guess like also as a random thing, which would probably be easiest, maybe they could add an option to just like the new costumes could maybe be like Jill and Chris from Remaster, that you play as them. I don't know. That'd be kind of weird.
I was just thinking that, but I don't know how well that would translate. Because I haven't seen the whole game.
There's one thing I'm looking forward to playing with this version, which I didn't fully ever complete in the game, which is the Leech Hunter mode, I think it's called. It's a bonus mode you unlock when you beat the game, where you have access to basically the entire map, and you have to go hunt down these leeches, and you're timed. I can remember that mode was pretty fun, but I never beat it. But now I'll finally do that, I think.
Yeah, I think I might have played that mode a couple of times. It wasn't that much, but
JTig has a good point. Rebecca nurse costume for Mercenaries 3D. That's one they could try adding.
That's true. I forgot that was there.
But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I think this is pretty exciting news. Actually, on a related note, Capcom did actually recently say they are putting more effort into doing more remasters, considering Resident Evil Remaster did so well, and like I mean, you also have Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, like incoming, and that is another remaster, which I think they're doing a very good job with as well.
Maybe they'll remaster Haunting Ground.
Maybe I was about to say that maybe they'll remaster Dragon's Dogma. I would still really like to see a PC version of Dragon's Dogma which runs on an actual frame rate without borders, maybe better textures. Like I would be into that. Just saying, Capcom. Like if you're gonna do remasters, that is a very obvious one. Just saying. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
But I think that's it. This is super exciting, and I guess we'll just wait, and then I'll mod it, and then we'll have fun. So bye bye.
Yay!
Yay,
Bye bye.
bye.